What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 41 of the Offshore Gamescast. Dave here.
Dylan here. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Not to you.
Oh, fuck.
Congratulations to our two lucky winners. Oh, God. I don't know how to say. Okay. KKURU. Congratulations on winning Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Guru.
Sure. And congratulations to Ade Polari on winning Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Guru.
Yeah, also that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
congratulations. Go to twitter.com/offshoregc. OffshoreGC on Twitter. We've done quite a few giveaways on there. We're going to do more giveaways. Keep your ears peeled and your eyes tuned.
Glue your ears to the screen.
And your eyes to yourself.
Keep them to yourself.
We don't want your eyes.
Mind your own fucking business.
Speaking of minding our own business, let's talk about video games.
Sure. That works.
We got some new games this week. I played Tunic.
You did?
I did. I have, let's say, mixed feelings about this game.
Tunic is Sable 2 for me.
So, you played the demo and now you're like, I don't know.
Not only did I play the demo, but like I put a good amount of time into that demo. Like with Sable, I probably put like the first 2-3 hours in just having fun, and I'm like, man, I don't want to do that again. And Tunic, I put a few hours into that demo just for that one boss that it took me so many tries, but the only one of those like difficult games where I'm like, oh, this is it. I feel rewarded. I'm glad that I did this. Any other game like that, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Get me the fuck out of here.
So, yeah, for those that don't know, you play this cute little fox
named Tunic.
Is
his name Tunic?
I don't know. You said it, so I just agreed.
Well, you fucking agreed, so
we'll get there, but no one understands anything in this world. We'll get there. It's like an isometric Zelda type game, kind of. If you remember when we talked about Death's Door, imagine like that, but even more with Dark Souls.
Oh yeah,
like this is way more difficult in general. Like Death's Door was a challenging game.
Yeah, because I still haven't beaten it. Fuck that final boss.
This is harder than Death's Door, and it straight up has the like. All right, here's a quote unquote bonfire, if you will. You rest here. You get your healing items back. Enemies respawn. All that.
As soon as you said that, the first thing I pictured was the location that I kept respawning when I was taking out that boss for hours.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, whatever boss you fought in the demo, you've described them to me. I've played for 6-ish hours, I'll say. Ballpark, maybe 5.
Imagine if
and I didn't see it.
Imagine if like King K. Rool was a skeleton.
No. I fought two like main bosses. One I did on the first try was pretty easy. The other one took me a good like 10-15 tries.
So like, does the game not start in the same place that the demo starts, with you like on a beach and then walking up some stairs?
No, it does. Yeah, that's accurate.
Because from there it's like to the right.
No.
You head up the stairs and then you're in this little area and then it's over to the right a little bit.
No, unless I completely miss some sort of optional boss. Okay, so yes, in the beginning of the game, you start with nothing. You find a stick, and you are useless until you find that sword and shield.
Whoa, dude.
Even when you find the sword, you're still kind of useless without the shield.
And you don't even have a switch on this deserted
No, there's
island.
not even a switch.
Oh my god.
So there's no way to play sword and shield.
That's so fucked up. So Nintendo.
But yeah, you're like it. This is why I say ups and downs, highs and lows of this game. I thought the very intro without these things, which it took like I got the sword, like, but you get the stick and you can fight with it. It kind of sucks.
Well,
Then you get the sword. Then it took me a little while to actually find the shield, and this was at the point of the game where I'm like, I don't know if I'm really enjoying combat. I don't really think I like it. Then I got the shield, and it got better from there.
I don't even remember if I got the shield in the demo or not.
It is very, very exploration heavy. And so there's like, you're just thrown into this world. You wake up on the beach and like, that's it.
Deathloop.
And there is no direction.
Deathloop.
There is no talking.
Oh,
Because
not Deathloop.
There's no narrator, there's no nothing. And whenever you read signposts or like someone speaks to you, it's in some symbol made up language and
Sanskrit.
And yeah, and you don't know. What you do find, which is why I say one of the reasons exploration heavy, is you find these little like pages, and I think this is pretty cool. You find these pages just scattered throughout the world. And it starts to create like a booklet for you that's all illustrated. And there is a little bit of English in there. A lot of that same symbol language that you just don't understand. You're mostly learning how to play the game and what different things do by collecting these pages and then pulling them up and flipping through them and like looking at the illustrations.
Yeah, like a game journal, game guide, game booklet.
Yes, but they make it harder to understand. It's like part of the puzzle is like looking at these pages, be like, okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, this match. Okay, I think I can see what's going on here.
We will find the Zodiac.
We will find the Zodiac.
That's a very just like, you know what? We will fucking find him. Just, fuck Tunic.
We will.
This is a mission.
We will find the Zodiac.
We will find the Zodiac. All right, moving on.
In combat, your stamina meter is a very big deal. It is, you can never run out of your stamina by attacking, but dodging eats up your stamina meter, and dodging is pretty important.
Wow.
And
Souls.
when your stamina meter is
souls.
out. So the thing with like from games, especially as like I'm playing Elden Ring a lot, so it's fresh in the mind. When I always go with like a heavy melee combat build, like I don't go towards magic, so stamina is always important. When you are like out of stamina, it starts recharging pretty quick, and you can just like, all right, as soon as it starts recharging, you can dodge again, and then you can dodge again. This is like, no, you're out of stamina, and now you're kind of like stuck in this little phase where you can't run, you can't dodge. Good luck.
Running is what helped me with that one boss.
So imagine not being able to run against that boss because you're out of stamina.
No, that's how I got past it. Dodging didn't work. I had to run.
So being in that phase against the boss, which is why I was dying that one boss so much, it's like, good luck. Good luck. Still, there are a lot of Dark Souls similarities. You find flasks, if you will, whatever they call it in Tunic. Those are your health flasks. You can use them a limited amount of times until you rest at like a fox shrine thing, and then they come back. But that's it. The upgrade system is cool. So I was finding all sorts of items like scattered throughout, and they seemed important. I was like, I don't know. Then I found one of the pages. And the page showed the illustration of like these items and taking them to the fox shrine. And I was like, okay. And I did that, and you can like offer it to the thing, to the big fox shrine, and that levels up one of your stats depending on the item. And you don't even know what stat it is until you do it, and then it's like, oh hey, this raises your attack. Now you know this item can be used to raise your attack. Same with like, health, defense, stamina, all that fun stuff. There is a magic meter. I've gotten a couple magic weapons to use, which I don't know. I always lean towards melee, so I'm kind of not super focused on that, but
I like a magic.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
I am at a point. So I beat the first. I got through the first main area, and then I'm not gonna go into spoilers. Not that there are any like story spoilers, but you go through a door, and you go up a mountain, and then like that's it. And then there's like a hidden path behind there. This is the only way I know to go. I can't figure out. I do have like a map of that first area, and there are other ways to go, but it's like dead ends for me right now. I don't know how to cross them. So this is the only area I know. And this area that I'm at right now is one of the lows. It is bad.
Sewer level.
It's like a mine. And there are these creatures mining these like black crystals that are kind of scattered throughout. First off, you're forced to walk by one of them so just continue through the area. Once you're in the vicinity of one of them, it starts like, okay, you have your health meter, it does a thing where it doesn't just like lower, like you're not getting hurt. It lowers the meter in general. And you cannot get that back until you rest at another shrine.
Boom.
So your max health is now lowered. You're forced to walk by at least one of those, really two of those. And the enemies there like just throw explosives at you. And as you try to get close to them, I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I could try to use magic on them. But there's only so much magic I can do. But as you get close to them, they just sprint away. And there's a lot of them. And I went up one way, it was a dead end, and then I had a lot of enemies throwing explosives at me, and I died. And one of the things that really sucks is the only way to get back there is to start back at the Fox Shrine before you go through the door. So you gotta go through the door, run up the mountain again, go through the path, go through the whole staircase situation, then you're back at that spot just to be exploded again.
Oh, you're talking some Shadow Warrior 3 to me right now.
Yeah, and it was a good maybe hour of like messing around there, trying to figure that out. Then going back to the starting area somewhere is being like, what did I miss? What else can I do? Not finding anything. And I don't want to look up a guide because that defeats the purpose of this game, I think.
Gotta find that fucking bony boss.
Yeah, I didn't find any bony boss. I don't know anything about a bony boss.
You got something to pick with him.
A bone? I said yesterday, you weren't around.
No.
I messed up a saying real bad.
Damn it. I should have been around.
You would have liked it.
I would have loved
it was
that.
What's this? The straw that breaks the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
We're at work, and boss man said something to girlfriend, and she had like kind of like a witty remark or something, and I was like, "Oh, you broke her straw." That was that.
Ooh, if that's the way you say it, I don't think anybody would have been able to pick up on that. You broke her straw. Well, sorry, excuse me?
They both were like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't that a saying? And Derek was like, I think it's the straw that breaks me. I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And that still doesn't even kind of really work here.
No, I would have been there too going, what? What the fuck is this guy breaking her straw?
Yep. He really broke her straw that day.
No one would have gotten that.
No one did get it. I'm surprised that boss man got it.
Because straw, break, straw.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the thought process.
Camel cigarettes. Oh, that's what it is. Ha.
But yeah, it is. There was like in that first area, like a good honeymoon period where I was like understanding and like, I think the notebook or the guide, if you will, of the pages that you're finding, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting take on that, and it is cool. Now I'm in this area, and it is very hard to make a Dark Souls-esque game. I get at this point, Souls games is just a genre, right?
Yeah.
So it's very hard to make a Souls game and keep it balanced to the point where it's difficult, but it doesn't feel like bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to make things difficult via bullshit.
That's the word.
Yeah. I would say this is worse so far in terms of bullshit. The one main boss that I was struggling with, it didn't feel like bullshit. It was like, I'm not understanding the timing of this one big attack they keep doing, and that's what's fucking me up. Mm-hmm. And then I learned it, and then I did it. That was great. That's how you want it to be. This other area feels like I have to keep running back. It takes so long. I'm just gonna die. It's just it would maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I could spawn like right there.
Can you just run by them?
So I am running by them, but they're all throwing shit at me still.
Can you run by them and have them miss?
They do miss, but then at some point I hit a dead end and I have to turn around, and then it's a problem.
Don't find a dead end.
I'm not trying to.
Then you're definitely going the wrong way.
But
I don't know.
It feels, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't necessarily feel right because it wasn't like an obvious, I mean, this does do the thing, like you're in an isometric view. It does the thing where like it will cleverly hide like secret paths and just stuff like that. This was kind of like that. It wasn't obvious. I only found it because I had learned already, like, okay, I need to really like explore every nook and cranny. So I did. I saw like the kind of just like a little bit of an open. I was like, what's going on with those snowy rock things over there? And then once I'm close, I'm gonna start doing, and the whole camera like turns to the side, and it's a huge staircase.
Right.
So I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I hope it's not that. I hope that area is completely optional, and I never have to go there again.
Yeah, it'll probably be necessary. And
Yeah, it
important.
probably is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Chapter 2.
Yeah, so right now I'm not at a good point with Tunic.
Uh-oh.
But the high with Tunic was good. It was like, yeah, I'm digging this now. So, I don't know, up and down. Didn't like the start. Loved the middle of that first area. Now I'm not happy.
But it's pretty.
It is pretty.
It's a very pretty game.
It's pretty. It's pretty in like a very simplistic way, you know?
But it's nice.
Yeah.
And the dude's little walking animation. So cute.
Yeah. It's not very cute when they're throwing explodey things at you, though. And you walk by a crystal and your maximum health goes down.
I mean,
that's not cute. Nothing cute about that.
It's a cute walk.
Not when you're blowing up. It's a dead walk.
Well, that's a different walk. You can't say that one walk is better than another walk when the other walk isn't even going to happen.
Death in that area. It's bad walk.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that walk. We're talking about
it's the only walk I can think of.
What do you mean? That's not even a walk. You're just dying.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's not a walk.
Exactly.
It's not even.
I want it to be a walk.
It's more of a sprint, and it's not even that.
I'm sprinting back there every time I die.
Oh, and when he's doing that, it's cute.
I'm frustrated.
But he
is a dick.
What? Your character?
The character's a dick.
Look, man, just because you're not doing
I think
good.
I'm being a little harsh right now.
A little?
Harsh. I'm being a little harsh. It's not the character's fault. The game designer.
Thank you.
They're a dick.
Thank you.
Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm bad at these games, so I'm just the idiot.
It's up and down so far. I'm hoping this area is the bullshit area and we get the bullshit area out of the way and then there's no more bullshit.
I wouldn't know.
Me either.
I played the demo though. I know a lot about that boss.
Yeah, that boss I never
bony
saw.
Boss.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I missed the bony boss. I gotta go fight the bony boss.
He seems so mini boss and optional to me, and I just said I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't know any bony boss.
Man, they must have changed that game then.
I mean, demos are always different. Not always. That's completely false. Demos can be different.
Well, yeah, they can be.
Can be. What about you?
Me? Well, if anybody knows, I'm definitely one who doesn't like to leave many things unfinished, leave many stones unturned.
You don't like to start turning a stone?
I don't like seeing snails right side up. I gotta flip them upside down. And that's what I like.
But it's even worse when you start to flip the snail and
If I
on its side
if I
and then
start
you
to
walk
flip
away.
a snail and I can't fully flip that snail, I hate that fucking snail.
You got to flip that snail.
So I got to go back and flip that goddamn snail. And that's what I'm doing right now. and right now I'm back in it in Monster Hunter World.
Congrats.
Thank you. I was so upset because Diablos became a real horn in my spleen side. But we did it.
Well, okay. First off, is Diablos a dragon?
He's a dickhead. Yes. So he's in the
Okay.
desert area, the desert portion, and he pops up and he's a dickhead. And then if he starts to run away, he'll run over the little sand pits and then you'll fall underground.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dickhead move. And then he's doing a 23 skidoo and he's just going in circles and he fucking gets me. And so I went fucking farming the Kobayashi Maru and I didn't get anything I wanted and then I stopped playing the game.
Almost all of that went over my head.
Not all of it was Monster Hunter.
Okay, well, what are we doing then?
Only one bit.
What are we talking about?
Only one bit wasn't Monster Hunter.
Okay. I did.
But now I'm back and we got past Diablos and I'm being assisted now because I suck at this game.
By your assistant?
By my assistant. My girlfriend, Emily, has been helping me through it because she... look.
She is the monster hunter.
Look, though. I am over here, and I had 19 hours, 48 minutes played when I last left off.
That's a decent chunk.
That's a decent chunk. That's not bad.
20 hours. That's a decent amount of time.
You
for a
see
game.
my backlog. You see everything
yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
I ain't no slacker.
No.
I ain't no rat.
Well,
You tell Big Tony.
who was Big Tony? What is this? Who's Big Tony? We did this.
We did?
Didn't we do something with a Big Tony? There's definitely been a point.
Not
where,
Big Tony. We got
Big Don.
Big Fish Don.
Yeah, that's what a Big Fish Don.
Don. Don't tell Big Fish Don that I'm a rat, because I ain't. Anyway.
What, can I tell Big Tony?
Big Tony? No, because I still don't fucking like him. So I'm over here with basically 20 hours. By now, it's got to be like close to 25.
Okay, that's respectable.
And I play a good amount of games. You
Yeah.
know me. I ain't no
know
slacker.
You're a rat.
I ain't no fucking rat either. But she's over here, and we're about to start up. She goes, okay. And I'm downloading the game because I can't fucking find my disc. I don't know where the fuck the case is.
Did you have to buy it again?
I did buy it again.
It
was $20.
Oh, that's not bad, but
Yeah.
it's still.
I was walking around. I wasn't walking around. I was going around.
Crawling around?
I was fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, what is that weird? You were walking around.
I
but you were
wasn't
still-
going nowhere.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Right.
I was on the store. I was in the Xbox store, and I was like, wasn't this boy ever on Game Pass? Maybe. Not right now.
Could have been.
So,
No, it wasn't. Well, maybe.
ever? Yeah, but it definitely at some point.
No,
I feel
wasn't
like
that a
it.
whole thing where Xbox is making its own Monster Hunter thing because they couldn't afford Monster
Well,
Hunter for
maybe-
Game Pass from Capcom and
Well,
shit?
maybe now. I don't know.
Could be.
I swear that fucker was on Game Pass.
It could have been. It's possible.
Regardless. So I'm over here, and she's loading up her character, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I think I have this many," and as she fucking pans the fucking camera over, 185 hours.
That. To be fair, that sounds like a Monster Hunter player to me.
Oh yeah, and she's like, "I didn't even do everything yet," and I'm just like, "Huh?"
Yeah,
She goes,
people that
I
play
didn't finish
Monster
the
Hunter play
DLC.
Monster
I'm like,
Hunter.
"Huh?"
Is
So I'm
this
like-
the only Monster Hunter she's played, or is she in on Monster Hunter?
I mean, this is the most amount of time she's put in. I know she's played some of like stories too, and like and whatnot. But this seems to be it. Like this is the jam, and I'm just like, holy shit, good, because I never finished it, and I need help. She's coming. She's like, yeah, I'm level this and whatnot. Like overall, I'm like level 70, and she's like, what about you? I'm like, I don't know. I'm 10. I'm 9. Is that good?
I've always said you remind me of a 10-year-old.
She's like, oh, little baby. And I'm just like, yep. Here I am, little baby Monster Hunter player. I need help taking out Diablos. Hold my hand. But we did it. But the most annoying thing is that you can't do like easy fun co-op on like expeditions when you have to just go out and do bullshit.
So I was gonna ask because I remember when this game came out, like doing co-op was like not. It didn't make sense. It wasn't easy.
So like so when you do shut the fuck up. When you do an expedition. Yeah, I should probably put it on silent.
Yep.
Shut the I know what I'm doing. Go fuck yourself. I know what I'm doing. I've learned. And, I was just getting there.
It's the little thing. The little switch thing on the side. There you go. Good job. We don't have video yet, so I can make it act like I helped you.
You can make it act, but
I can make it act.
You on my side, I'm just staring at you.
Yeah, they don't need to know that. I'm also the editor. I can cut it out. I can piece this all together so I was the hero.
Ow! What are you doing here?
Don't worry about him.
Anyway, you can't do normal expeditions but with people. You really got to do it on your lonesome. And that's not fun. Especially when all I got to do is find mysterious Rathian tracks and I got to go to like every map. Like that's like I get, like, here's the thing. Monster Hunter, if you're in it, you're in it. And it's I get it with Borderlands, but even with this, like, it's like, look, I'm that guy that is like, give Dark Souls the easy mode so I can play it. I'm that guy who's like, just give these monsters health bars and just call it a day. Give them health bars, call it a day, and then don't make me just run around.
And there's no health bars and you're running around.
Yeah. So I'm like, fucking, I gotta go find this. I gotta go find that. And then we unlocked this. We went and took out a little grumpy Anjanath. You remember him?
No, I mean I never played it. I played Monster
Summer World.
No, I played Monster Hunter, which everyone was on the Wii.
Generations?
No, I don't think it was that.
1.
No. I think it was Monster Hunter Try, like TRI.
You better try.
I did try, and I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
And then I stopped trying.
I don't know. It's definitely, I mean...
This was also pre-Monster Hunter World, which seems like the one that made it the most accessible.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter is like, you gotta really want it.
Oh, yeah. And even now, it's just like, I want it, but I guess I don't want it that bad. Because I'm just not that good. And I went to go fucking farm, and it's like, oh, I didn't get these parts that I need. And it's like, there's so many things. And I'm like, just my little FPS brain is like, ooh, shiny gun. All right, pick it up and go. And it's like, all right, I got the scale here. I got to fucking, let me go to the 3rd floor. And I'm like, oh, shit, I don't have enough stones. I got to go get more stones. And I got to
can't
get
just
one
like
more
pick
thing.
up some rocks.
And it's like the upgrading system for the weapons is like, I need, but you for what?
Yeah, right?
But, you know, I'm doing what I can. And with the assistance, I am finally making some progress. Hit up Zora Magdaros again. And
of course.
that's the big one.
Yep.
And it looks like a volcano. But I finally made it to Elder's Recess, which is like the 7th location.
It's the playground.
Yeah.
Recess time. You got some swings.
Yeah, but it's for old people.
You got some wheelchairs?
Yeah, so it's the lift, and you come up on the wheelchair, and then you drive the wheelchair forward onto a platform, and then it goes down, and then I don't know, it starts swinging you. Or maybe there's a slide.
Good. No, that doesn't seem good.
What kind of playground are we giving all these old people?
If it's for old people, we gotta be like more careful
it's
than we are with
Elder's
kids.
Recess.
Reese's
Pieces.
It's just some old Reese's Pieces all over the place. It's disgusting.
Welcome to the playground. I'm having so much fun,
melty.
Dad.
They're all covered in mold.
Yeah.
The best.
That's where we put the old people.
Anyway, what were you saying about Reese's Pieces?
I got to Elder's Recess, and then my next thing is to go around and just start looking at everything. They want me to look at all the monsters that are there.
Just look at it.
I mean, that's what they want. They're like, go, like, look at them and go, like, write them down and go find them. Like, I don't gotta like, fight them. I just gotta, like, come across them.
You're, like, scouting them.
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah,
but it's more of a monster hunt.
Yeah, but you're not hunting.
I don't.
You just said you're not hunting these.
Only because I chose to not hunt.
Oh, so you're the not monster hunter.
In this world.
The sequel. Monster Hunter World, and then not the Monster Hunter in this world.
2.
Well, no. No.
You just said the sequel.
It doesn't, but...
You good now?
Yeah. I got it out, yeah.
Good, get it
Feel
out.
better.
I'm hungry.
Well... Are you enjoying Monster Hunter more with a person?
Oh yeah, I mean any game is better.
That's
co-op.
true. Yeah, you can take a bad game, and if you're there with someone you enjoy, it's a good time.
I mean, I'm still doing really bad, and like I'm shit compared, walking around with my garbage dual blades.
Does it scale? Is it like a harder difficulty with 2 people? Do you know?
I mean, it definitely seems like with more people there, it maybe scales for like their damage level and mine, but not so much like. Oh, running around just like she's destroying everything in 2 hits. Even though that wouldn't make things easier on my behalf. But it's fun. I'm having a good time so far, and I'm excited to finally beat it and get through it, and maybe even play the DLC. Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows?
I especially don't know because I'm not you.
It's only just out of reach down the block on a beach.
The poopy is?
The poopy? No.
You said poopy and then said it's just out of reach down the street on a beach.
Down the block.
Down the block, beach. Whatever.
Maybe tonight.
I played another new game. Stranger of Paradise.
Final Fantasy Origin. Bullshit.
Yeah. It's not really bullshit. It's but it is. But
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, Stranger Paradise. This is the Final Fantasy take on Dark Souls, because I'm just realizing all the games I played are Souls games this week. All of them. So, oh boy. So I guess we'll start with the gameplay, because this is going to be like the kind of boring stuff. Not boring, but we'll get to the juicy stuff later.
Oh, jeez.
Did you spill?
No, I knocked it over.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't feel good about it.
So one thing I wasn't necessarily expecting is that there's not like, I don't know if I was expecting an open world necessarily, but it's just
not
like
in a Final Fantasy game like that.
It's like here's a map, go into a mission, like go into a level, and then you play through it. No one likes that. No one likes that.
My doctor likes it.
I don't think your doctor likes the noises.
My doctor.
Your doctor probably likes the fact that
doctor.
you're drinking water.
Yes, a lot of people like that.
But not the
That
No
was
one likes that.
Not even close to the way it sounded.
Yeah, you sounded worse than that. It's so bad I can't even reproduce it.
It's limited edition, one of a kind, collectible.
The worst.
Can we turn that into an NFT?
Yeah, I guess so. Right?
I mean,
Can anything be an NFT?
can an NFT be an NFT?
Well, yeah, it is.
But like, are we gonna get NFT NFTs?
I
So
don't
like
know
an
what that
NFT
means.
of an imagine like an NFT.
So, like a monkey.
Right. Now, picture that, but it's an NFT.
It's already there.
But it's like the fact that it is an NFT is its own NFT.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm not
It's like
exactly an NFT
It's like
guy,
a big
so.
pyramid scheme.
Well, oh, you don't say.
Oh shit.
Got him. We busted it open.
We did it. NFTs
Arrest them
are
all.
pyramid schemes that are also deforestations.
So what if a pyramid scheme
Was an NFT?
and also a pyramid scheme? Like, what if you had a pyramid scheme
Of pyramid schemes?
and then there was a pyramid scheme of that pyramid scheme?
Oh no, you're losing me. My thing wasn't as complicated. This is
No, yeah,
complicated.
it's definitely more complicated.
How? What do you mean?
I don't know. I was just saying what you were saying with pyramid scheme instead of NFT. I'm just saying.
Are you
things.
like going around starting pyramid schemes and like you have a bunch of them, or like are you
There's a pyramid scheme within the pyramid scheme.
This is way too late for my brain to be really trying to think about this.
I'm not thinking about it at all. I'm just saying words.
Yeah, and that's not
And
how
then
my
it's
brain
making
works.
you really
when
think
I
about
hear
it.
these things, my brain has to figure them out. And I want to know what a pyramid scheme... It sounds like a revolt. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it sounds
it's
like...
you're part of a pyramid scheme, and then you're going rogue to make your own, but you're still within the one. You're like a rogue pyramid scheme spy. Is that starting to make it work for you? Are the pieces coming together?
Yes and no. I have questions now.
I definitely don't have the answers.
I mean, the more you describe it, the more it just sounds like a singular pyramid scheme, because that's all it is. It's one dude who gets two dudes, and then that dude gets more dudes, and he's his own. This is where it's just, where's Christopher Nolan with his new pyramid scheme movie?
Yeah, I mean, I would watch it.
I think I can move on now because I figured out an answer I'm satisfied with.
All right, cool. Christopher Nolan's the answer. So yeah, there's just like you're picking like a level, and you're going, God damn it! There's another hole in my sock.
You're just
I've been
picking a
getting
level
so
and going,
many-
God damn it!
I keep getting so many holes in my socks.
I bought you those socks.
This is not the first pair of these socks I got a hole in it now.
That I bought?
Yeah. It's been happening like it's like so I guess I wore them all pretty evenly. It's all been happening within the last like 2 weeks.
That's a backhanded compliment.
I guess.
How could you say they're so bad, but also tell me you enjoy them and wear them often?
I don't think the socks are bad. I think it's just, at some point you wear socks enough, they start to hole. That's all.
They do that, but
Yeah.
How many socks do you own?
I just got 3 or 4 more pairs from Hobby Lobby.
And it is in addition to how many you've had.
Well, that's been dwindling. I've been having to I've been having to match socks that don't match, because I have one sock left from this pair that doesn't have a hole, and one sock left from another pair that doesn't have a hole. So now those two are a pair.
I got like 10 pairs of cool socks, and I got like 30 pairs of boring socks.
You got way more than I do.
And I got like 5 or 6 pairs of miscellaneous socks.
You have so many more socks than I do.
I
have a lot of ankle socks, but I don't like to wear those with jeans.
Sometimes. Most of the time. I wear 2 pairs of socks a day.
No.
Oh, yes,
no,
I
you
do.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do.
I don't.
Well, I love a nice fresh pair of socks.
I prefer no socks.
I prefer, when I'm going to bed, no socks. When I'm not in bed, I prefer a nice fresh pair of socks, and there's nothing better than a fresh pair of socks that has never been worn. Like straight out the package.
You see that? I wear socks for 2 reasons. 1, when I'm wearing shoes.
1, left foot. 2, right foot.
Those are my reasons. When I'm wearing shoes, obviously, and situations like this when we're in a basement and it's still cold outside, so my feet get cold. Otherwise, I prefer to never wear socks.
No, because then I get shit on my feet.
Why is there shit all over the place?
Shit happens.
I guess so.
If I'm wearing socks, I ain't getting shit on my feet. Then I could take those socks off, put on a nice fresh pair of socks, and then just get shitty with it.
Oh boy. Stranger Paradise. Let's get back to it.
Right.
That's enough feet talk for one day, I think.
Yeah, we don't charge enough to talk about feet.
No, maybe sign up for our Patreon.
Feetreon.
So yeah, you pick a level, and like it's that level, and they're pretty linear. It will do the Dark Souls light thing, I guess, where it kind of will like loop back on. It's like, oh, you lower this ladder as like a shortcut back down to their version of Bonfire, which is just cubes. They're little floating cubes that sometimes come together and make like a bigger cube. And they're just like, hey, look, there are those cubes again. We can rest at the cubes. And it's like, okay.
I don't like that they're like all that the lore is that they don't know what the fuck is happening.
We're gonna get there. We're going over the boring stuff first. So like
the boring stuff. There are those cubes again.
Yep.
Let's go sit down.
And just like Dark Souls, you rest at the cubes.
Just like Dark Souls.
And then, enemies respawn, all that fun stuff.
I wish the ladder went back up.
That would be the worst.
Bullshit.
Combat actually, for what this, like, for all the memification of this game is a fucking breathing meme. Combat, it seems like pretty in-depth. Like, have you played Neo?
No, but I've seen.
So Neo has a pretty in-depth combat system where like all sorts of different weapons have vastly different play styles to them and crazy skill trees with like a lot of different combos and like almost like fighting game level shit. Which I never go that deep into, but this does the thing where it's kind of combining that with Final Fantasy shit where you have your skill trees for like each weapon, and then at the end of the skill tree are 3 other jobs. And I'm about to unlock a job, and I don't know if there's going to be like another skill tree that unlocks more jobs past that. But a lot of what you're unlocking in these skill trees are straight up like, here's this combo. Do this combo, and you will now do this skill. Like it is that. It's pretty in depth, and like combat feels pretty good. There's loot, a lot of it. Enemies are constantly dropping loot. There are chests all over the place with loot. And luckily, do the very nice thing where you get some loot, you just open your character screen and hit one button and it puts on the best stuff for you.
Ooh.
And everything looks different, and I like that. I like my look constantly changing. Especially because, and now we're going to start to get towards the fun stuff. It feels good, but it's a third-person action Souls-like game. Bosses are challenging so far, but not like crazy. There are side quests, which is just like, so I went through this one main level, and the first main boss, I guess, if you want to know nothing about this game, spoiler alert, the first main boss is the dude from the trailer. Garland is what they were calling him.
No. Judy?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll get you, my little pretty.
I don't know.
And your little dog Toto, too.
Yeah, I don't know. If you say so.
Judy Garland played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz.
Sure, she did.
Just saying.
Sure, she did.
Go fuck yourself.
But the bosses they're challenging, but okay. Yeah, side quests. You can go through so I will go through the first level, then from that main map overworld where you're picking a level, you can go do a side quest there. It's like you start on a different part of the map. Like I started from the end of the level and went back maybe midway through, and then there was a completely optional boss there, and that was that. So it's that was cool. I was into that. That's also a very Neo thing. Now I'm thinking about it, this game is pretty Neo.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because Neo had that same thing where side quest is just replay this level from a different point and different enemies everywhere, and yeah. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I kind of want to get back to more, but part of the reason why I get back to more is the fun stuff. Oh boy, this game really is a meme. Though it is, anytime a character talks, anytime anyone does anything not in combat, it's hilarious because it's just bad, but in a good way. It's not bad in the I want to stop playing this. This is bad in I need to see more of this. First off, no one belongs in their default outfits. They're starting to belong as I get more loot, but so it's very fantasy, right? We're talking knights in armor and castles and that shit. Not your main characters. First off, one dude is straight up in just sweatpants and a sweater hoodie thing. I don't think it actually has a hood, but that's what it looks like. It looks like me on a day off.
It's hot out.
Then there's Jack, who maybe fits in the most, but still is just kind of this weird shirt and jeans. And then there's the other dude who's in straight up a flannel tied around their waist, just a white tank top and some. They're not officially Nikes, but they look like bright green Nikes. And it's yeah, that is medieval.
Look out, chaos.
And now, okay. First off, we talked about the whole Limp Bizkit thing last week. I saw that already. It is exactly that. But even worse because you beat Garland. It's not Garland. And it's also not Chaos, believe it or not. It is, I don't remember her name. It's your fourth companion, because there's the whole prophecy. That's the story. That is the whole setup for the story. There's a prophecy. 4 heroes come together and defeat Chaos. You defeat Garland, who you think is Chaos. It's not Chaos. It's your fourth companion. She's all, Chaos isn't real. And then you play you say bullshit. You play Limp Bizkit. You walk outside. You turn off Limp Bizkit, and you're like, I'm going to kill Chaos. And then she's like, me too. And you're like, Chaos isn't real. You lied. Or you said it's not real. We don't want you. And she's like, prove to me Chaos is real. Maybe I'll start respecting you.
Yeah, it just
and
doesn't
it's they just met. It's not like they have a turmoiled relationship and that's full of lies about Chaos.
That's just what anime is.
Yeah. Jack is a very angry person.
Senpai.
Jack Senpai is a very angry person.
Jacksepticeye?
Jacksepticeye is so angry all the time.
Top of the morning, laddies.
One of the first cutscenes is just, so it does the fucking, first off, the game starts with just text on a screen, just talking about the 3 heroes right now, and it goes by quick. It starts, and then it disappears, and I didn't finish reading. So I don't know. But they're on a boat, and this is the first cutscene. Here's Jack, just sitting there, angry, a little cut on his face. And one of the other dudes is looking at him, And Jack's just like, what? And he goes, you want a little something for that? And because he had this little cut on his face. So he just licks his finger, puts his finger right over with his spit and goes, nothing a little spit can't fix. And then the other dude in Nikes comes and was like, yeah.
I hope something's happening at the end and like Chaos is like hanging on off a cliff and like, please, Jack, don't do it. And he just looks down and he goes, and his hands get slippery and falls off the edge. Nothing a little spit can't fix.
Foreshadowing.
And the dude comes up, yeah.
There was you're walking through this town at one point in a cutscene, and you're not liked there because you're from the castle, and the king has been sending people from this town to go try and like do something, and they're all dying or disappearing. So everyone hates you because you're from the castle. This kid starts throwing rocks at you, and the girl in your squad like is like, hey, like, why are you doing this? Come on. And he explains it, and the other guy's like, hey, you're blaming the wrong people here. We're here to try and help. And so Jack is like, he's the leader essentially. And she's like, Jack, say something. Like, he's scared of you. And he just goes, where's the mayor? It's just, there's this other side character who like doesn't believe you're actually like good or like the heroes of the prophecy. He's like the king's advisor. And he's like very serious and like anti-you. And then at one point you're on your journey and it cuts to him and like writing in a book and he's like, the heroes embarked on a quest. No. The heroes embarked on a journey. Ah. And then it like fades out of black, like into black, and then into your heroes walking across a bridge, and it's just him narrating again. The heroes went off on the journey, and it was just like, what is happening in this game?
It's the origin.
There's also really unnecessary side conversations you can have when you're in like just like you're in the overall map area where you pick your level. When you hit the start button, one of the things you can do is like talk to like have conversations with random people. It is always so far in the castle town in front of the fountain in the same exact spot, except the NPC just switches. They're all generic NPCs and they all basically say the same thing. And there's been a list of like 10 of them. So like we were going to kill Chaos, or like what we thought was kill Chaos in the first mission. Obviously it's not what happens. And every single person just slightly different. Like there was a guard veteran or whatever who was like, oh, you're off to kill Chaos? Good luck to you. We hope you get the job done. Then it was like rookie guard and they were like, whoa, you're going to fight Chaos? Oh, good luck. I hope you can take him down. And it's just a whole list of generic NPCs, and that was all it. That's it. That's all it was. And I'm just going through it, waiting for there to be a point. What are they adding? What is the point?
World building.
It is. I feel like I'm not doing it enough justice here, but it is a laugh out loud funny game because of how serious it's taking itself, but how ridiculous it actually is. I love it.
Would you say it's almost incredulous?
Sure.
No, it just seemed like a big word that felt like it
fit. I'm not entirely sure what incredulous means.
Does it feel like it would fit?
It feels like it would, probably because of how much it sounds like it. It sounds like incredible, but in like an epic way.
No, incredulous feels bad.
Oh, bad? Well, you know what? Let's find out. Let's find out.
Can't believe you're not even gonna
define.
Hey Siri this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna what?
Hey Siri this.
And I don't even use Siri.
Dude, I use Siri all the time.
Incredulous, unwilling or unable to believe something.
Would you say it's incredulous?
I can't believe this game is a thing. Yeah. And I am loving it. I want the next like I knew about Limp Bizkit before playing the game. I want like the next that. Like what else is going to happen in this game? That's really like the combat is
chaos
fun.
Is Fred Durst.
I am also kind of upset I haven't started a chaos counter from the beginning because I've only seen so many cutscenes. They fucking say chaos like a million times in each cutscene. That's all this story is. Jack hates chaos and wants to kill chaos, and some people don't think chaos is real, and Jack really hates chaos.
This is Breaking Bad. Is he chaos?
Maybe. He could be.
Is his dad chaos?
It's possible.
Jack, it's your dad. You're my son. Dad, bullshit.
I mean, the game when they show how the three heroes meet before the fourth one comes to play, it's literally just Jack is angry, walking. And the other two guys are like, hey, our rocks are like with you. Like they're pulling us toward, like, are you one too? And Jack has a rock. He's like, all I know is I need to kill chaos. And the other two guys are like, yep, us too. And now they're best friends. That's it.
That's how that works.
It's
common goal.
Great. And then they just started following Jack because Jack just keeps touching his chest and going, I can feel chaos is out there.
Is it like how I can feel like I definitely need a number 2 from Wendy's?
Maybe. It's possible.
I'm pretty hungry right now.
What? Did you not eat dinner?
No, I had lunch.
You had so much time to eat dinner. We got donuts upstairs. You want some glazed donuts?
I might take one.
You can take one. We got a decent amount.
All right. Yeah, I might do that.
I want to play more Stranger of Paradise.
I just want to see the laughs. I want to see the fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I didn't mention this. It does have like an easy mode, and then you can basically there's like within whatever difficulty setting you're on, there's like casual mode of like, so you can play on easy mode and then you can make it even easier.
Ooh.
Like, so this game, it doesn't have to be the dark. So I'm playing on like the normal difficulty.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's what I'm expecting. It is a challenge, but it feels rewarding.
Ooh. Sounds up my
But
alley.
you can make it very easy, probably blast through the game and just see the funniness.
That's what
it is. I really can't wait to see
what else it has.
Right. Like I'm like on the edge of my seat, excited for the next cutscene. Not because some sort of crazy story moment's gonna happen, because I need to see more. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if do they do this on purpose? Like, did they think it? Were they just trying to put together like, yeah, we're gonna focus on the combat, so we'll just put together like this generic story and whatever? Did they purposely make it like someone there has to know what they're doing when Jack is saying bullshit and pulling out a phone to play Limp Bizkit just to walk outside and turn off Limp Bizkit? How does that even happen?
Is that just culture in Japan?
It's possible, but like, what? There's no way someone is seriously pitching like, okay, so Jack, you know the band Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
What if we have Jack listen to them through his phone?
This guy.
For like 5 to 10 seconds.
Give this guy a coffee.
You've earned a coffee for the day. So that's what they must have some know-how. The hole got really big.
Yeah, because I just saw all your fucking toes.
Yeah.
What's
it was
going
a little hole,
on?
and now it's just like
that's a sleeve now. That's not a sock anymore.
It's like, you know, the gloves where you can have like all your fingers and like some of your palm out. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, but this is like if you were to like take the glove and just cut everything off except for the wrist part.
There was the hole there. It was a little hole. Well, it was more than a little hole. It was enough of a hole.
Are you going to take a hole in a glove and then rip it open and shove all your fingers through it?
I might. I might.
You've already done it in another way.
I might. I couldn't. This sock was already garbage, and I'm fidgety.
Wow.
So it was gonna happen.
The nice things that I do for you.
I've already paired the one Mario sock with all like the enemies on it with one of my cherry socks that have little cherries on it, because one sock from each pair got a hole. So now I remember it as the enemies want to eat the cherries. So that's a pair of socks.
Yeah, sometimes I just grab socks, and if they got a hole, they got a hole.
No, if I have a hole in a sock, that's it. I'm done with it.
No.
Trash, moving on.
I mean, I definitely did a cleansing with all my shittier socks, but like I'll definitely suffer throughout a day just because I'm stubborn to myself.
What's your second game, Dave? I actually don't know what it is. I knew about Monster Hunter. I don't know.
No, you did. I told you.
Did I forget?
Probably.
What is it?
I finally played some more Horizon.
You did tell me. I think you told me that today, actually.
I did. I was there for it.
Yeah.
I played some more. I finally made some actual progress. I was just mainlining some story missions and going around doing some other shit. I hit level 7 and I fought some enemies, and I got up to what seems like the wall between the east and the west, to where like she wants to travel through, and a really like a lot happens in this cutscene.
You start telling me a little bit about it. You're past me at this point. Are you like kind of just like breezing through, or are you like going through the map and doing everything?
At this point, I'm breezing through.
Okay, I have,
or at least to get myself like a certain level and like actually get some things going.
I have been straight up like in that first area. Like I haven't played since we last talked about it, but like I'm just going through there doing everything.
I don't got enough time for that.
I don't either, but I can't help it until I hit a point with the game where I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'm just gonna do the main story.
Like the next thing I have to do is I'm going to find my first tall neck.
Yeah, I have not seen a tall neck.
All right. Well,
I haven't even anyone talk about a tall neck.
This is I'm at a point now where I'm like, Aloy, you're kind of being a bitch.
She's an asshole?
Well, all right, here's what happens. She's a savior of Meridian.
Yeah.
We get it.
She doesn't really like it, though.
She doesn't like it. And Silence, she's kind of a bad guy.
We knew that from the last one.
Oh, yeah. And he sent over the fucking, this, what is it? Not the Purge. This plague. What's it called?
Yeah, there's a word.
Yeah, I just had it. Blight.
Yeah, yep.
It sends his fucking blight over. And now it's over in the west. And so she's coming up on the east side to the
Karja. West is forbidden.
Can't fucking do that shit.
No.
So she's walking up and she's like, hey, yo, General Dude, I going through that gate. And he's like, no. He's like, I don't give a fuck if you're the savior of Meridian. And she's like, all right, and I don't give a fuck what you say. And she walks with the guard. She's like, let me through. And he's getting all pissed off and he's like walking back and forth. And he's like, oh, fucking, I'm going to go fucking talk to my supervisor kind of bullshit. And so she walks through that gate.
So you're telling me Aloy walked up to the guard and was like, I need to speak to the manager.
Well, no, she's the dude was like walking back and forth. The general was pissed off and he goes, fucking, what am I going to do? And it looks like he walked away to go like find some better help. But so she goes up to the guards and she's like, let me through. And I'm like, okay, let's go through. And we're walking up and I get up to the line and this group of whatever, I don't remember what they call themselves are there. And this one dude comes up and he's like, hey, yo, you can't fucking come over here. Go fuck yourself. And she's like, I'm gonna save your life. Let me go over there. And then this dude pops up and he's like, yo, I used to be a Karja. Come talk to me. And we walk over to the side and he's like, take this knife. You can come and go because I said so. You know, we're cool.
That's convenient.
So then she's like, all right. And then other tribes start showing up.
Uh-oh.
And
well, there was supposed to be some sort of meeting.
Yeah. So the other tribes show up and Aloy's just like, look, I'm trying to get through. Y'all, everybody here can go fuck themselves. Let me just go. And because of her actions, it seems like real shit started to go down because one of the other tribes came up and started fucking up the other tribes.
Uh-oh.
And the Karja are there. And they're getting fucked up.
Uh-oh.
And the dude who's in the tribe who's like, yeah, I was Karja. They were like, hey, come here. We'll protect you. And he like does a quick look over his shoulder and he books it back across the line to the other side. And I'm just like, what's happening? And all these people are dying.
Also, she could cross the line.
So many people died. Just so this, she could just, and she's just like, well, you know, I got stuff going on. Let's keep going. Because the bad tribe's bad.
Yeah, that bad tribes do bad things.
And they're like, oh no, you did a pretty good job. We'll spare your life today. You earned it. Later. And she's like, well, I'm going to the west now. And I'm like, oh, these people, the Karja, the other tribes. Why couldn't you just like wait 5 minutes? Like, like this didn't have to happen.
Aloy waits for no one.
So many people died. In a point where like I remember getting a little zony and like waiting for the gameplay to come back and the cutscene kept going and I remember looking back up and I'm like, what? Why is this still this cutscene felt like minutes. Like it was going. And I'm just like, shit's really going down right here, right now? Oh, and it was. And now I gotta go find a tall neck. But like as the player, I'm like,
Shit.
I
As
feel
the
like a
player,
dickhead.
you're like, I need to go find a taller so I can look back at those bodies I just caused.
God, and it's like she doesn't care, but like I'm gonna feel bad.
She don't give a fuck.
Apparently not. She didn't give a fuck. She's just like, "Hi, I'm the savior of Meridian. Time to go." Dead, 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 dead. She's like, whatever. I got shit to do.
Well, I guess Aloy's not the hero we thought.
I don't know.
She seemed very focused, at least from what I played, on the bigger picture nowadays.
Yeah.
She's very much like, no, you don't understand. If I don't stop this, we're all going to fucking die. So,
She's the Ender's Game. We'll kill everybody to save some.
right. Well,
I don't know.
she'll kill some to save everybody.
We'll kill everybody to save some.
Yeah, but that doesn't make much sense.
I don't know.
We're just going to kill all of you, but
Everyone
we'll save some of you.
that's gonna die is gonna die. And you know what? We'll do our best.
Yeah, except she's more like, all right, you guys are going to die. I don't care. I need to save the rest of everyone else who maybe won't die.
No.
She's on the bigger picture now.
And the gameplay's all right.
It's like I said, it's very
Yeah.
that. It's Zero Dawn again. Like,
And it's like, I don't know if it's just been like a lot of things have just been going on life-wise, and I feel like I haven't had as much like time or full interest just like sitting down with a game. Like I've been so preoccupied, but I'm just like, yeah, this game is just I'm playing it. It's like it's fun, but it's not like nothing is like yearning me to go back to it. Nothing's like, hey, come play me.
well, I was enjoying it, and then for me, the very next week, Elden Ring came out, and if I'm choosing between like which open world game I'm playing at the moment, it's gonna be Elden Ring because Horizon, like again, like it's. I'm not trying to talk bad about it because I don't think it's bad, but it's one of those open world games.
Yeah.
And for me, Elden Ring is like the next level of open world games. They're just not on the same playing field for me.
Makes sense.
Speaking of, as long as you're done,
Yeah, I'm done.
I've been playing more Elden Ring.
Oh, we know.
This game is incredible. First off, I showed you, I found Turtle Pope.
Mm-hmm.
It is a really large turtle with like a Pope hat. And he talks to you. He'll teach you some sorcery if you want. And he's just all like, hope you have the faith like me. Keep on trucking along. Good job, buddy. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He just talks like normal. Doesn't even have a turtle accent.
Hello. What the fuck? What?
I don't know.
Old?
Maybe.
Scaly?
I don't know. Shell.
What? What? Do you know how accents work?
All right, but if a giant turtle started to just speak English, their mouth and tongue and everything structure is very different from humans. It would have some sort of accent with its English. It wouldn't be just perfect English.
I don't know. Dude, you got me thinking of like an old pappy now who's just like licking his lips like, yeah.
I mean, kind of, but they're just like, if old Pappy licking the lips is just like,
hello.
keep the faith on.
Keep the faith.
Yeah,
La, la, la.
but it doesn't sound like that.
Well, he's got his teeth.
Then no. It's a turtle. Turtles don't just have teeth. They don't have chompers. Well, they have chompers. They don't have like teeth though.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not an expert on turtles, but I don't think I've ever seen a turtle flash its teeth.
Hey Siri. Do turtles have teeth?
What does Siri say?
While some prehistoric turtles had teeth, no modern turtles possess real teeth. Instead, all turtles alive today have very sharp beaks.
Yeah, they're chompers.
All right, but
No teeth.
prehistorically.
Well, we don't know what time period Elden Ring is in. I don't even
Is it even in the same universe as like Marvel and stuff?
Where's Iron Man?
Where is Iron Man?
That's what everyone's asking.
He's in one of the acid fucking swamps.
And then I had to talk about this dungeon I came across.
Is it the hole in the ground that I jumped into?
No, but it is a hole in the ground.
Oh, did you jump into it?
I Kind of.
So I'm not crazy.
You are crazy.
Damn it.
It was so first off, there was this big giant guarding it, like not like a regular giant that you find in the world. This was like a special giant. There's giants all over. You find all sorts of giants.
This is a big one.
This was like a bigger giant and like a stronger one. So I killed it. And then I went into this little building which had a little elevator. Took you down into this really large dungeon, which was like the river or something. This was like a river flowing through. And let me tell you, there are really big, hairy ants. Like, really big.
Them?
And they are disturbing to look at. They shoot, like, acid out of their butt at you, and they have, like, big stingers on their butts. And the hair, it's really the hair. The hair makes it bad.
Well, are they, like, tarantula hairy?
Not quite like that, but it's like it's enough hair that's like it's like spread out enough, but it's enough that it's just like it's not good on the eyes.
Am I the only one who's thinking what a tarantula with a 5 o'clock shadow would look like?
Probably. You are probably the only one who had their brain go to that.
Nice.
I don't think anyone else hearing that would think of that.
Nah, I got a fun brain.
And you go through this whole dungeon. There's a lot of these ants. And it ends in this like big crazy boss. And then I wanted to look up. I was showing someone else the ant enemy. So I was like, this is crazy. I looked it up. And this is the thing about this game that I love. The only location that is said for these ant enemies was this one optional dungeon.
Huh.
And like, that's it.
That's cool.
Now, maybe this thing I was looking at isn't the most accurate. Maybe they are elsewhere. But just the idea that like there are these little dungeons all over this world. And you don't have to do them. And it is the only place you can experience some of these things. Is like awesome to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. And like this was one of the dungeons that really stuck out to me for multiple reasons. But I don't want to talk about the boss because it reminded me of a Sekiro boss in a way. But like I don't want to go further than that.
Paul Rudd.
Paul what?
Ant-Man.
He was not there. I wish he was. Actually, you know, I don't think I need Paul Rudd in Elden Ring. I don't wish that. I like Paul Rudd just fine.
I like Paul Rudd,
but I don't need him in Elden Ring.
I'd say I'm saying I'm the average, but below above average Paul Rudd fan.
I would just call myself average. I don't see Paul Rudd in something and be like, I have to watch it. But if I know Paul Rudd is in something, it does make me a little more I like better. Paul Rudd. I think I might give this a chance. But I'm not like, Paul Rudd's in it, I'm going to watch this right now.
I like a good old Paul Rudd behind the scenes or a good old Paul Rudd interview.
The Paul Rudd Hot Ones is good.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the better ones I've seen.
Look at us.
Yes. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I when I watched the Hot Ones, it was like way after it's like a meme. And I saw that I was like, oh, I know this.
Oh, he knows something.
I know this one.
All
I've seen this. Elden Ring is incredible. It is so far probably my favorite game I played this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Not mine.
I know yours is Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's a good fucking game.
Pokemon is probably my second favorite.
I love that game.
I also loved that game. We're done with games. No more games. Before we jump into news, we asked the people another question. And
what time is it?
It's 12:07. Wow. It's question time. I asked, how important are video game reviews to you? Do you wait for reviews to drop before purchasing a game, or do you generally know what you're going to enjoy? We got some answers. Keith from the Main Quest podcast, they are at _Main Quest, said,
Podquest?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's kind of cool. The Podquest. It probably exists. There's definitely a podcast.
Hey, Siri.
Podquest.
What is the Podquest? What? Where to find the mysterious pod in Fortnite? Did we just come up with the best podcast name.
It's a pretty good name.
And we're letting somebody else have it.
There's no way it doesn't exist, though.
Why couldn't we do this like 11 months ago?
Keith from @_main quest, the podcast, main quest, says, almost not at all. Watching trailers and a few minutes of gameplay footage is usually enough for me to decide whether I'm going to get it or not. For better or worse, I like to go into the games I play as blind as possible. With that said, if over the years a game I skipped out on has garnered enough attention, it might sway me to go check it out. And then our friends over from the List Off podcast @listoff_podcast on Twitter said, I guess somewhat important.
It's a real thing.
The PodQuest?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
Michael Neely.
Beat us to it. They said, I guess somewhat important. If a game is unanimously praised, I gain interest in it, and the opposite occurs if it is universally hated. Reviews are also useful for knowing the state of a game at release. Is it a buggy mess? Is it broken? Does it work as intended? That sort of thing. I don't know about you, but the way I consume reviews has completely changed since starting the podcast.
I mean, they never were like the biggest thing to me in the first place, but it's like, I'll look at it and be like, oh, you got a bad opinion. And then I'll move on and be like, oh, maybe this game's pretty good. But you know what? At the end of the day, everybody's different.
Sure.
And
sure.
Deathloop.
Yeah.
Not a 10 out of 10.
So, like, reviews, I would say, before the podcast would sway me in one direction or another more heavily than it does now. Mm-hmm. So, like, if a game I was interested in came out and it was getting, like, 5s and 6s everywhere, I would be more like, I'm not going to play that game then. That's fine.
I might be more inclined to play that game. I like bad games.
You do. You like games that are in that, like, 5-6 range.
I like games that, like, you look at it and it's like, that is just a bad game.
Yeah. You do like that.
And I try to beat them.
Yes, you do. Now that we have the podcast, if it's a game I have any interest in before it comes out, I'm probably playing it.
Oh, yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah, I was going to play shit regardless.
Yeah, I'm just more that now.
Fucking
yeah, you can the headphones.
It's not my fucking fault.
You just have to stop moving.
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, the audio will be fine, so it doesn't affect the audio, but it's just messing with our ears.
Yeah, I know. And I don't like it.
We also got a response on Instagram from Glyptodon Gaming. They said, video game reviews from real players and not compensated professional reviewers carry more weight with me in terms of opinion about the game. I do like to see something that shows what it will be like in terms of actual gameplay as opposed to, say, maxing something out. Well, if you consider us to be real players and not professional reviewers, keep your eyes open.
We're for gamers, by gamers, are gamers, to gamers, from gamers.
Wow.
Before gamers and after gamers.
Right. That was my way of saying we'll have some news to share with you sooner rather than later about reviews. Soon.
10 out of 10.
Cummings. Are you reviewing my...
Yes.
Thank you.
We're going to have that up.
All right, let's move on to news.
Oh. All right. I'm going to take a sip of my
you can't
water.
take it. Do you want me to start it off?
No,
I
can't.
Sip of your water?
No,
then I'm going to take a sip of my water.
Fuck you. Ubisoft.
Yeah, tell me about this, because I didn't know about this until right before we started recording, because you told me.
Somehow.
I don't know how I missed this.
So, who here? Oh, no, he was sipping when I did a hoo-ha.
You didn't do a hoo-ha, you did a hoo-hoo.
A hoo-hoo. So, Ubisoft here is coming out with Ubisoft Scalar. It's a new way for developers to use like as much computing power as they really want to use without the limitations of certain engines, and they're going to be using the cloud. And that way they can be able to update and make changes on the fly and create vast open worlds inhabited by numerous players simultaneously, so they say.
So they say.
And then I'm over here like, Ubisoft?
Uh-huh.
The guys that already make games that are too big and empty?
Yeah.
We need more?
If anything, they need to scale back on their worlds or fill it up more.
I was being much more mean in my notes.
Yeah, you toned it back a bit.
Oh yeah. Ubisoft that make games too big and they're bland and suck. Also Ubisoft, let's make games even bigger and emptier.
Yeah, it's a little more because you said they suck.
Well, some of their games fucking suck.
Oh, well, yeah, that is true.
And we'll get to that soon.
I guess this is the part where, because like with like xCloud and stuff,
Yeah.
the big thing that like we know that like, hey, you can play games from the cloud. That's like the gamers side of things. Mm-hmm. But people have been saying for years like cloud gaming is going to be a bigger deal than we realize.
Oh yeah,
I guess because of shit like this,
right then and right there.
Right. That's the part that is not yet fully realized, and I'm sure we're gonna get there.
It'll be interesting.
It will. I mean, I'm no expert, but from what I understand, cloud gaming is gonna be the next big thing that changes games.
You heard it here.
You
heard it here at some point.
No one else is saying it but us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Quantic Dream real quick. There was the whole Star Wars Eclipse delay thing.
Oh,
where they were saying like because of David Cage specifically, but also just problems working for that studio in the past. They're having trouble hiring. That was the report. That no one wants to work there. So because of that, they said Star Wars Eclipse had to get pushed back potentially years. Quantic Dreams says no. They said in report responding to the reports that they're having trouble with that. Straight up, the quote was, Star Wars Eclipse has not been delayed because Quantic Dream never announced or promised a launch window for the title. Recruiting remains active as it works on Star Wars Eclipse, third-party publishing, and unannounced projects. So their whole thing was, we never had a release date, so how could it be delayed?
I love sneaky corpo talk.
Which is just like, okay, sure, if you want to say it that way, but we know that there's a window in mind, and if you can't hire people because no one likes working in that environment, then your game's going to come out later.
They're using the Phil Spencer speak here.
Yeah, except Phil Spencer is like very likable and seems like a good guy, and they're like assholes just being assholes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Phil Spencer is... Good
Daddy Phil.
Good old Daddy Phil. And then David Cage is bad Daddy David.
Is that my new nickname?
You're bad Daddy David.
Bad Daddy Dave over here. Shut up, Dirty Dan. And
you're better than David Cage.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, I know. It's a real compliment.
I'll take any compliment.
You're okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you will take any compliment.
Yeah.
You're not as bad as Satan himself.
I'll take that. All right.
All right. All right. I now know how to insult you and make you like it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. What do you got, Dave?
Let's continue on with some more Ubisoft. You remember Tom Clancy's X-Defiant?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yes. Yes.
Because it's just X-Defiant now.
What?
They are declassifying it. And they're going to be seemingly throwing other entities together. I'm not sure exactly what they plan on doing. If they want to bring in like a Watchdogs or like an Assassin or like a Rayman. I don't know.
Rayman running around with a gun?
I don't know. It's not even the rabbit. It's just Rayman himself.
With the gun.
With a gun. Raymond's
taking out Aiden Pierce.
Oh my god. You know what? Sure. Because
this game's not going to last.
No.
It's going to come out and last for like a year, and then they'll be like, yeah, we're shutting it down.
Yeah. And it already wasn't doing too hot. But you know what? Those who got in on that early access alpha
be careful.
Will be able to get in again if you've already signed up.
Okay. Don't say anything. They're going to sue us.
Can't say anything. Can't say anything if you didn't
Keep your
do anything.
blinds closed.
Fucking stupid.
We got the Quarry reveal.
Oh!
From Supermassive Games. This is their spiritual successor to Until Dawn. So it is technically separate from the Dark Pictures anthology, but it's like it's that.
It's like if Until Dawn was its own Dark Picture and this is the next one.
Sure. It's still one of those games. It has a pretty decent cast list.
Yeah.
As they tend to have some celebrities in there. So let's just go down through this. I don't know most of these people. You probably know a lot more than I do.
I know some of them.
Ariel Winter, Ethan Suplee, David Arquette. I know that guy.
Everybody knows that guy.
Line Shea, Miles Robbins, Grace Zabriskie, Halston Sage, Zach Tinker. You know that one?
No, I was waiting for the next one.
Oh, Lance Henriksen.
I was waiting for the next one.
Brenda Song. I know her.
I was waiting for the next one, though.
Siobhan Williams.
I was waiting for the next one.
Skylar Gizondo.
Still haven't gotten there yet.
Evan Evagora. Sorry.
Nope.
Justice Smith.
There it is.
Who I did not know by name, but then once I saw him, is like, oh yeah, Detective Pikachu guy.
Yeah, I know him.
And Ted Raimi.
Oh, yeah.
He's in it too.
Yeah, he's so cool. I love him.
I don't remember which of these names is the woman I'm thinking of, but she's the older lady in like the Conjuring and like
Lynn's?
Line. Oh, I said Line Shay. Maybe I was a typo and it's Lynn Shay.
Line Rider.
Like, I don't.
Damn it!
You completely unplugged us.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you did. No matter how angry you get about it, you unplugged our headphones. Oh wow! Fuck me, I guess.
Well, fuck you. I keep pushing the table away, which makes it harder for me to fucking move
Makes
around.
it harder. That was a Boston accent.
Fucking, and
Harder.
I can't help it. Makes it harder.
Quarry comes out June 10th. So you can go watch that little reveal trailer. It's still doing the same thing, which will be a fun thing to play with my girlfriend because you can each pick like the characters you want to play as, hand the controller back and forth when it's that character, and it's a cool thing. You can like each player has like their own settings. So like, let's say one person wants to like make the quick time events easier and one person wants it harder. It knows which person is playing and it'll adjust as needed. It's cool. I like it.
It is cool. But you should always set it to easy because those quick time events are kind of bullshit.
They are kind of bullshit, but I'm just kind of like, whatever the game wants in that, I'm going to do it that way.
Yeah. We might have more things pointing to a Golden Eye 007 remaster.
Wow. I don't even know how you said golden there.
Gold Eye.
Something was really wrong about it.
So a trademark. Oh my god.
A trademark.
It's almost 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it is. We had a late start.
So a trademark for GoldenEye 007 has been renewed, and there has been a lot of talk about remasters. And did you know that this also just so happens to be the 60th anniversary of James Bond this year?
Wow, really? 60? I knew that like the originals were like older movies, but 60?
Yeah. They were books, dude.
Oh,
James was a book.
I don't think I knew that.
James was an Ian.
Was it Ian Bond?
No, Ian Fleming wrote the books.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it was James Bond, though.
No, yeah, it was James
Okay,
Bond.
okay. Whew. Close one.
But yeah, so you don't know, we might be getting a fucking...
Well, we have the Hitman people.
We do have that.
Making the new James Bond game.
But I don't think that's going to be a GoldenEye.
No, it's not GoldenEye. It's maybe 007 something or another.
Yeah. Curious how that's going to be.
Yeah. We don't know.
I don't know.
I'm interested.
I like the Daniel Craig Bond games.
I would also be interested in a GoldenEye remaster for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess remake at this point. It would have to be more than just a remaster.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
they could.
I'm down. You could, but
shouldn't.
No. All right, Dave. Let's talk about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh
They had a state of play for it.
Oh yeah, and I watched some of it.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I got like the gist.
I have a lot of notes because this game's a big deal to us here at the Offshore Gamescast.
Can't fucking wait.
So we're gonna
Everything's Harry Potter.
go through everything here. First off, character creator, great. We kind of knew it, but
Yeah.
getting the confirmation of the things I actually wanted in this game as we get like our first real look at it is it's good. So I'm going through everything. Yes, create your custom character, how they look and everything. Perfect. Sorting Hat. I'm unsure how. I don't know if you just get to straight up pick the house you want, but there's a Sorting Hat and you get put in a house. I assume you just get to straight up pick, but great. Yes, great start. Different house common rooms. Depending on what house you're in, your common room is going to be completely different, filled with completely different NPCs for you to like interact with and talk and like all that other stuff.
So it's legit.
It's legit. Mm-hmm. You go to different classes. This is really what I was wanting. There's all sorts of different classes for you to go to. There's dueling, and there's straight up a dueling class, but like dueling, not just like the combat, which we'll get to later. There's straight up like one-on-one, like you're gonna duel. Then they start to show just straight up like go explore Hogwarts.
I know.
Go explore Hogwarts.
I know, and it's just fucking open world. Just get out there.
They were showing different puzzles, if you will, or like just open world secrets that lead to like little dungeons and little like mysteries around Hogwarts that you get to just go explore and experience them.
I want 100% this game so bad.
There's different like this got me excited. There's like mini games, it seems. Like you were playing this this one, like I don't know, I guess it's just a game, whereas like you use your wand to pull a ball try to like pull it towards you, and the closer you get without falling off the edge is like the higher the points. They were playing that with some people. I'm like, yeah, I want to play that game and all the other games in this world. I really like the wand shooting animation.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of like, he's real cool about it.
And he has like the spins and like
he does, like a 180 and like a whatcha.
It is cool.
I
mean, if you're gonna be watching that for how many hours, it's gotta be cool.
It's very stylish and like, I don't want to say flashy because it's not like over the top, but it's cool.
It's unnecessary.
It is definitely unnecessary. You don't see people doing this in the movies or anything.
It's a lot of Star Wars ass shit right there.
Yeah, but it's like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. So that's the main gist of combat is that, but it does have like your dodging. It's like, it is that type of game. The combat itself, which my girlfriend pointed out, and it was a pretty good point, reminded us of Spider-Man combat. In the way that like everything was getting kind of comboed together. It was that kind of obviously you're not fucking flipping around on a web. Right. But it was like, you're doing the moves to make them like fly in the air and then slamming another guy against them with your wand and like that type of shit. It looks like it felt good. Which, yes. There's different skill trees, which the only ones they showed were under the trees Room of Requirement, Stealth, Core, and then there were two others, which we don't know. There's Stealth. Straight up Stealth, where it's like you go invisible with a spell or a potion.
You hold it for a certain amount of time.
You sneak up behind people and you just like fuck them up. Just like a stealth takeout. I don't want to say, I was going to say, I don't want to call it a stealth kill. They did confirm after the fact, apparently you can like choose to be like evil and you can just, you choose like what spells you're using. So I think you can be straight up like Avada Kedavra, like everyone. Ooh. You're bad. That's like real bad.
Take fucking Harry Potter, make it Fable. Give me a good time.
So they didn't, this was like after the fact of like stuff they were confirming, but it looks like you can kind of choose to be like good or bad in that sense, which is, that's cool. There are different chests to find and like materials to collect for crafting and like different cosmetics and shit, which that's cool. The the classes themselves have different mini games, which is like this is what had me excited. It's like you're making the potion, so like turn the stick around in a circle to spin the potion around and mix it up together, and then hit this button to make it do this. And it's like, yeah,
and then get graded on it.
Maybe they didn't show you getting graded. I wrote next because as you're like crafting things, or like making potions or brewing potions, if you will. It showed a timer appear underneath it. It was like timer, like 20 minutes. And my first thought was, oh no, timer. This is made by the same studio, or like in part by the same studio that make the Harry Potter mobile games. No. And it is Warner Brothers who had the microtransactions in the Lord of the Rings game, the most recent one. And I'm sitting like, you're going to be able to pay a few bucks to like make that timer go down, aren't you? They confirmed no microtransactions. So it's just part of the game. Some things take a certain amount of time.
If it's not live service, then there's no microtransactions.
That's the way it should be. Yeah. The different potions you brew will straight up just have like different effects. So you could just have like a loadout of potions that do different things for you, like different buffs, which is interesting because it makes me wonder, like, can you just sit there in your potion class and just like stock up, craft different potions?
Maybe.
Kind of hope so.
You skip class, then go off to potions.
So like, I don't know if it's like straight up like, it doesn't seem to be, but they didn't really go that in depth with the class part. I don't know if it's like, this is your schedule, 2:00, be in this class, or you can skip it, or it's like, all right, your next mission is like go to your classes, but in the meantime, go explore Hogwarts if you want. There's not like a time. I don't know. Not they probably know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know shit.
All sorts of different creatures, which I'm excited for. They showed you like taking care of them, befriending them, all that fun stuff.
Stealing them.
Maybe. Well, kind of. They showed a little bit, something like that. There's flying around either on a broom or on creatures, like a hippogriff, if you will. You can recruit companions, which all seem to have their own different quirks, and I don't, again, like, a little unclear, so I don't want to say this is for sure, but they all maybe seem to have their own companion quest line things, perhaps Mass Effect style. That would be cool, but again, it wasn't necessarily like straight up said, so I don't know. All I know is that there were different characters that can be companions, and they all seem to have pretty specific character cutscenes with them. So, I was just like piecing things together, but not confirmed on that. There is the Room of Requirement, which you could just get like different buffs and materials there, like very specific things that like help you. So I guess if you need help,
it's whatever you require.
It's whatever you require. I require this next thing, which is maybe the most exciting thing for me.
Skateboard.
That all right. I would
imagine.
You can have your own cottage. You can like place the cottage, and it seems like you can just straight up decorate it. You can have pets around there. They showed like there was an anvil there with a through magic there's like a hammer working on something there. Yes. Let me customize my own little cottage.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. They made a big deal about exploring outside and around Hogwarts. So not just exploring the castle, like the different areas on the outside of it. Hogsmeade, yes.
Forbidden Forest.
Yeah, Diagon Alley.
Treekin Shack.
And there's all sorts of shops, which showed even more like you can really change up your cosmetics to completely different shit. There's seasons.
I'm curious how it's all going to go down because you're joining in as a 5th year.
Yeah, you're a 5th year.
So it's like where you get your wand from, where you get your shit from.
I
mean, you must already have it. You're going from one school to another.
I don't have those answers. They will, I'm sure, when you're playing the game.
Yeah, I so fucking want it.
There's seasons. So like they did the thing where like you're walking down the same path and they're showing the different seasons, and it is straight up like here's winter, there's snow on the ground, and there's fall, and it looks like this, and then summer looks like this. I'm interested again to see like how dynamic is that? Is it every X amount of hours seasons start changing, or is it just like as you advance in the story, time progresses? I would think it's more that, but I don't know.
That would be cool.
Either way, I like shit like that.
Winter 1881.
My gripes were really I thought like visual wise, it's not going for the most realistic. It definitely has a style to it. I think it like looked decent. The animations looked a little not the best.
She's a work in progress.
Like it is a work in progress, and it's not gonna stop me from playing the game by any means. That was like my only negative takeaway from what they showed here, which is a pretty decent amount. And then they also later confirmed that it wasn't confirmed. It was kind of like a leak by one of like, I think a listing went up or something with their website. Seems like it's going to also come to Switch.
Yeah.
Wasn't clear on whether that's going to be like a streaming, like the cloud version, or if it's going to just look really bad.
Yeah. It's going to look like the Lego games.
I really wanted a release date. All we got was holiday 2022, which is like a window.
That's like the most easiest delayable shit that there is.
Yeah, which hopefully not.
When's the game coming? End of the year, maybe.
Holiday 2022. But goddamn, it was like it was giving me everything I wanted.
I really thought it was gonna come out in this summer.
That would have been nice.
Oh, so nice.
But we had theories about Hogwarts Legacy, and like they kind of said some stuff. It was like but this was like this 14 minutes of gameplay was just confirming everything I wanted. It was just like, yep, this is it. Yeah.
I can't wait. I want this game so fucking bad.
It's like I said when we were talking about it. I think this was my most anticipated. I think I could see Elden Ring being my game of the year, but that's very early to talk about that with a lot of games slated to come out. But yeah, this game is exactly what you want from a Harry Potter game.
I'm so sick of these third-person cover shooter garbage.
Yeah, just playing through the story of the movies, which like even that I think there's some merit there, but like
some of the more recent ones are bad.
Yeah.
Fucking Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for Game Boy. What are you doing?
What do you think of that?
I think
my sock is on my wrist.
Yeah, because it's a fucking sleeve now.
Pretty cool, right?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for Game Boy Color is the best Harry Potter game I have ever played.
Until holiday 2022, maybe.
Probably.
All right, take this next news story because I need to drink some more water. My throat is dead.
All right. Well, so PlayStation has been making some purchases because they have now acquired Haven, a new studio by Jade Raymond, who has apparently worked on creating Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. They're currently working on a AAA multiplayer experience for the PS5, stating, "Our first new IP for PlayStation is on track to deliver a AAA multiplayer experience with a vision to build a systemic and evolving world focused on freedom, thrill, and playfulness that will keep players entertained and engaged for years." PlayStation's all about releasing these fucking the games as a service and like live service games. They have 10 coming out between now 2026 they say?
Yeah, which is a lot.
God damn.
They did say, I saw the headline. I didn't really look into it, but they
do want to focus on single player games though.
Yeah, single player games are still going to be a focus, which like sure, if you're just going to put out more games and that all focus on different stuff, then sure.
But we'll see. We'll see if it happens. It's a lot of talk.
Speaking of talking, there is supposedly a Plague Tale TV show in the works.
We knew this.
We did?
Yeah, it was one of the... We knew this, but I mentioned this like a few weeks ago.
You know me.
Oh, I know. Well, I mean, it was definitely a thing. Like, maybe they'd made more progress on it, but this was one of those, it was like a few weeks ago. It was like, oh, yeah, this is also getting a show, and this is also getting a show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is a person tied to it now. French director Matthew Turi, who was the assistant director for Inglourious Bastards.
Interesting.
He has been tied to the TV show.
That's cool.
And they were talking about, I think they're like working with like a French studio and like trying to keep it like, close to home for this. So, but like, awesome. No further news past that. But yeah, I will watch a Plague Tale TV show.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait for the second one.
The second Plague Tale TV show?
Sure. I mean, we're getting a second game. Who played Godfall?
Not me.
Godfall's exclusivity is almost over, and the game will be releasing with the Ultimate Editions coming to Steam and Xbox on April 7th.
I'm sure the people are excited.
For $40 It's even cheaper if you buy it early on Xbox for $30.
Oh man.
But they released this fucking game for 70
$70
with nothing in it initially. Please don't go buy this game.
Yeah, no,
Don't
this
do
game.
it.
You played it. I didn't.
I barely played it.
It seems bad.
I don't think I'm going to go back to it. It's not great. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You wanna? I don't like something, and that's the workplace culture at Moon Studios.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is the studio behind the Ori games, famously.
Mm-hmm.
They have been called a so-called oppressive place to work. Xbox is no longer working with them
Whoa!
after this difficult relationship, apparently. Most allegations are towards the founders, Thomas Mailer and Gennady Coral. I'm not sure entirely how to say that. They apparently were having constant arguments, and then employees were forced to a crunch, expected to be available at all hours, work weekends. Apparently, there was constant comments of that are racist, sexist, anti-Semitic, like that type of banter, constantly. So yeah, this came out, and Xbox is just done with them. They're no longer working with them.
Look at you go, Xbox.
Good move on Xbox, but fuck you, Moon Studios. It's interesting too because I don't know if I guess you come to expect this from the big places, but when you have games like the Ori games, I don't know,
they're big and popular, but it's it doesn't give you any right to be a dick.
No, it just I don't know. I feel like from so-called smaller studios, which I'm sure they grew after the first one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's more surprising from a studio like this.
Power got to them.
I guess so.
The Ori power.
The Ori power is done with Xbox.
You want a new Tekken show?
Meh.
We got a new Tekken anime coming to Netflix this year called
I know people were excited after they saw some of it.
Tekken Bloodline. I mean, whatever.
Sure.
I still got to watch Castlevania season 2.
Me too.
It's a good show.
So I guess I'm open to Tekken because I'm not exactly a Castlevania fan, but I liked that season 1 of that anime.
Right. That was a good first season.
It was.
I watched that whole thing in one sitting.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
It was only 4
I
episodes.
might have. It's possible. I might have.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. Xbox Game Pass is officially working on the Steam Deck.
What?
Yeah. Apparently. So I don't know if you saw this was from a week or two ago. Valve was like, we'd love to have Game Pass on the Steam Deck. We just gotta, if they want to work with us. Apparently, Microsoft was extremely helpful in this collaboration, which is yeah, let's fucking do it. So it is a little bit of a workaround. You have to go to the xCloud launcher from Microsoft's web browser on the Steam Deck, and then that will start to get the wheels moving to get you to Game Pass. But you can, once you have a Steam Deck, you can just take Game Pass on the go.
I like that Xbox was oh yeah, business decision here. Oh yeah, people are just taking Game Pass wherever they go.
It makes sense. If this was PlayStation and their service, they'd be no.
Yeah.
No,
you can only play it on PlayStation.
And then meanwhile, Valve is just yeah, we'd love to have if they want Game Pass on here, we'd love to make it work. Then a week or two later, it's all right, we made it work.
All right,
they were very helpful.
Daddy Phil's bringing in the big bucks.
Yeah, that's very cool. A portable Game Pass machine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Switch.
But there's no Game Pass.
Oh, no. You want to talk about some delays?
Yeah, there were a couple delays.
I got two. I got two right here. Let's start with the bigger one. So, turns out EA will not be releasing a PGA Golf Tour this year.
Oh, that's the bigger one?
And instead, it has been delayed until spring 2023.
Happens.
Yeah. It's upsetting, but
Now the actual big one. Suicide Squad got delayed. There were reports of it, but it's official now.
Oh, yeah.
Spring 2023.
Hey! That's when PGA Golf Tour is coming out.
I don't know which one I'm going to choose.
Oh, it's going to be really hard. I hope they don't land on the same day.
Shit. It'll be the March 25th of 2023.
No!
We got a new Witcher game coming.
Oh, yeah.
At some point. It's probably not soon.
coming to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, all they did was post like a little teaser image with a new saga begins, and not really many further. I know some more details came out today.
Yeah,
that's like a whole new school that's being made up for the game.
It's we all know the wolf necklace.
Yes, that's Geralt.
This is a lynx now.
Right, which is completely new for the game. Apparently, they've made up these for the games before for like lore reasons. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be completely new, and that's all we know. Yep. We don't know if Ciri's here. We don't know if Geralt's here. We don't know if other characters. We don't know the timeline. That's it. We don't know if it's gonna be called Witcher 4. We just know CD Projekt Red is making a new Witcher game. Oh, and they promised they're not gonna crunch on this.
They won't allow it.
Which,
yeah, okay.
We hope that's true.
All right, Cyberpunk.
I don't necessarily believe it, but we hope it's true.
Listen, somebody get us a game journalist. We gotta tell them that that we're not crunching.
No crunch.
We promise.
We'll see.
Damn it, we lied again.
I guess the silver lining now is that if there is bad crunch, we're probably gonna know about it. It can't be kept secret anymore, which that's good.
They keep making all these fucking people quitting, sign NDAs saying that they can't talk about crunch, and then they keep hiring people and making them sign NDAs that they can't talk about crunch, and it's like, oh shit.
But they still talk about crunch to Jason Schreier anonymously,
and he's like, yummy. And
he's like, all right, fuck him, take him down,
got him.
Yeah, I got 2 more news stories over here still. What you got?
NFL has signed a deal with company Status Pro to make official annual football games.
Cool. VR ones.
Interesting. I don't care.
I'm interested.
You should be.
I am. They said they're going to be more simulation based because there are like a couple football things out there for VR, but they're very like arcadey. Mm-hmm. This is going to be more like what you'd expect from a Madden, let's say. They didn't say it was going to be called Madden, but
yeah.
Cool.
You're going to throw a football?
That's the idea.
Throw the fucking Quest controller?
You actually throw the controller?
Everyone put your fucking safety straps on.
Yeah, wear your straps. I always wear my straps.
Yeah, strap up.
I don't like it. But strap up.
Oh, yeah.
We got a new game coming from Casey Hudson's studio. Casey is the co-creator of Mass Effect and one of the game directors of the trilogy.
Is that his new game?
No, kind of. So his new studio, Humanoid Studios, I believe that was like formed in summer 2021. They're making from their website what seems to be a sci-fi narrative AAA game. They're the ones that said narrative AAA, and then there's some screenshots. There's like one where like, oh, you're in this bar and there's the window and you're like looking at the moon. It's like you're clearly in space in some form.
Is it like, do you ever get annoyed when it's like, hey, look, I'm big known guy, known for making big known thing, and then he separates and he makes like shittier version of big known thing?
So if it's that, then yes. But when you take Mass Effect, and this is following Andromeda, and knowing what a disaster Mass Effect has been in recent years, I'm more like, okay, let's see what he has without EA and like the Mass Effect name. Let's see what he's got over here. Mm-hmm. And then if it is just another shitty one, then I know, all right, Casey, maybe your whole sci-fi thing is like, you did it. Maybe and it's done.
Maybe we should have made a crossword game or something.
Well, we'll see. I'm excited for it. The concept art looked cool. I know that's not necessarily something to like get your hopes up too much, but you tell me sci-fi narrative AAA game, I'm in.
I'm probably in too, honestly.
Yeah.
We got a little Apex Legend leak.
A little one.
Apparently revealing 9 new characters, being years of content.
That's here. A lot.
Don't have all of their information, but we got Conduit, Scryer, Newcastle, Uplink, Vantage, Catalyst, Phantom, Jester, and Caliber.
That would be a lot of time of Legends to. Now I guess
3 of them are C's.
Oh, whoa. Crazy.
What does that mean?
It means take this with a grain of salt. While I'm sure this was a real data mine and like real leak and everything, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen. Because, over years, plans change.
And Respawn's working on like 14 games right now. So
Probably like 1,400 actually.
they're busy.
Yeah. But interesting nonetheless. Also interesting to see how far out, like, I know that they have things planned in advance, but this is like, that seems pretty far in advance to have the next 9 planned.
I mean,
And like have assets in the game to be leaked.
I mean, they didn't necessarily have like all the assets, but it's like
No.
you gotta have like at least their skills figured out and like what they do.
Sure. But it's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I have no more news. I don't know if you have anything else.
That was the last news.
That was the last news. This has been a long episode. I didn't think it was going to be this long.
Yeah, but we're sleepy.
We're a little sleepy.
We're a sleepy boy.
Speaking of pigs,
Oh, I want Shake Shack like so bad right
they're
now.
definitely not
They're
open.
so close.
They were closed hours
But like,
ago.
I'm just saying, like, I could definitely go for a fucking Shack burger right now.
Sorry. Tomorrow, you can.
No, I can't. Doctor's appointment.
You don't have to go. It's not the law.
It's been so long, and I've already postponed it.
It's not the law.
It was supposed to be 2 days ago.
I'm just saying you can not go to the doctor's. Instead, go get a burger from Shake Shack, and you won't get arrested. You won't even. You might be fined a little bit or something. I don't know what the rules are with that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna be fine. Okay.
You're gonna. Well, yeah, you will be fine. Notable game releases.
Let's talk about some notable game releases.
There's quite a few this week.
So this little doohickey popped up on my radar. Little Tentacular, coming March 24th.
Did you watch?
Oh, I watched.
I got turned off by watching.
What? I showed you.
So I watched more. I watched the whole thing later on my own.
Oh yeah.
And sorry, you say what it's going to be on first. I don't think we covered this important part.
Tentacular March 24th. MetaQuest 2 in Steam VR.
Right, so VR game. Yeah. When they were talking about a lot of this game being building things with these magnets and how often, like, yeah, you're going to fuck up, it's going to fall apart. That happens a lot. I was immediately like, that's not my jam.
I like puzzle games.
It's not necessarily like that. It's like you're taking multiple objects with these magnets and attaching them to try and like build structures for people to like either cross or like help people. And it's not going to always work and it's going to fall apart and you're going to have to like continue it. And I was a little like, no, that's not really what I wanted.
It could be fun.
It could be, but maybe not really what I wanted.
All right. Well, the day after, we get a whole bunch of other games coming out, so you don't got to fucking play Tentacular.
That's right. Like Kirby and the Forgotten Land on March 25th for the Nintendo Switch. That one, I knew the platforms for that one.
Good.
I'm excited for that. I'm going to play that on Friday.
Not excited as I am for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands releasing the same day, coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One.
I'm also excited for Ghostwire Tokyo on the same day, March 25th. Is that just PS5?
And?
PS4?
No.
Is it going to be a PC?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just a console exclusive.
PC and PS5.
All right.
That's not a console exclusive.
That's a console exclusive.
Not if it's on PC.
No, that's why it's called a console exclusive, because it's exclusive to that console. That's what they call it.
Well, then why is it on PC? It's not exclusive to the console, then.
PC, no, console exclusive as in amidst the consoles, as in Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation.
If it's a
on one
console
of them.
exclusive, why is it on PC and not just on the console?
No, listen, you can bring it up to the big people that came up with this term and made it universally known, but that's just what it's called.
No.
It is.
No, everybody else is on my side, so.
I get what you're saying. It's just what they call it.
I also think the biking rules in this state are fucking stupid.
I mean, you're probably right, but what specifically? I'm not exactly up on my biker rules. I just know that people on bikes are everywhere and really in the fucking way all the time.
I hate it. You know, when you're supposed to be riding a bike, you're supposed to be going with the flow of traffic, and if you get hit, like, it's safer that way. But it's like,
yeah,
how about you just, like, let me move out of the way? Like, I don't fucking know if cars coming. If I going against traffic, I could move out the fucking way.
Sure. I just don't like them.
I mean, yeah.
People on bikes right in the middle of the fucking road, and then I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I got places to be. You're a biker.
Yeah.
You're doing this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Pissing me off.
Yeah. They're pissing you off for fun.
This isn't even a game.
Technically not.
But coming March 28th, we are getting our first DLC for Lost Judgment, being the Kaito Files.
Yeah, you play as Kaito. And he's doing his own detective work.
It's going to be on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One.
Yeah. I still got to finish Lost Judgment, but I will play this after. This is cool.
That seems cool. And finally, March 29th, we got Crusader Kings 3 coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X. T-Pain.
So that game's been out on PC, I think, right?
Maybe.
I think it's just coming to console. I mean, I'm not exactly a Crusader Kings guy, so I don't know, but
T-Pain seems to be.
T-Pain is into it.
I get all of my vitamins and daily information from T-Pain.
Speaking of T-Pain, this episode is approaching 2 hours.
How much time left?
4 minutes and 45 seconds, according to this recording.
I don't got that much banter.
No, me either. I don't really have any of this random.
I'm not even going to
week.
saunter around.
That's better for all of us. Thanks for sticking around if you did for the whole 2 hours. There was a lot to cover this week.
If you're in the bath, hopefully you were splashing around in the bath.
Well, like, be safe in the bath. Don't drown or, like, bring toasters in.
Why are you... I wasn't even thinking about that until you said it.
Be safe in a bath.
Well, yeah. And don't be so short. In general.
I was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure tall people can also drown.
Yeah, they can, but it's harder in a bathtub.
Well,
I've never drowned in a bathtub.
that is, but I'm pretty average height. I haven't.
I don't even want to ask Siri how many short people have drowned in a bathtub.
No, that's not
the
unpack
last
that.
thing I want to know before I go
let's
to bed.
Yeah, let's leave that where it is. Good night, everyone. Well, actually, this comes out at 5 a.m. So good morning, everyone.
That's literally like 4 hours.
This episode comes out in 4 hours, and I need to fucking edit it and get it all ready for the website. Go to our website, offshoregamescast.com. We're going to have some new show notes up for you. Go check that out. I have 4 hours. I mean, I'll get it done.
You'll get it done.
You
get to sleep in tomorrow.
Meh.
You can get Shake Shack tomorrow.
I can. I'm not gonna.
No, I can't. I got a doctor's appointment.
Well, you can.
No.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Okay, you guys have a good day.
You.